Namaste and welcome to Ananda. Today we have with us Gaurav Solanki, an Integral Health Practitioner. Integral Health. That sounds heavy, and we will get to know throughout the episode what that means. I'm sitting straight and in a good posture because otherwise Gaurav will not appreciate it. So Gaurav, welcome to our show.
Thank you. Thank you
How
very
have
much.
you been?
I'm very good. What about you?
I am a little sore because I've been going to a gym. I got inspired from Instagram actually.
Oh, wow.
Physical fitness.
Right.
Now everything hurts.
Right. It's good that you turned inspiration into action. Otherwise, most of us just seem to scroll endlessly.
Well, I used to do that too, and then it ended up in me going to a gym. It was great, but like I said, it hurts now. Everything hurts.
Right. So how do you find joining gym? I mean,
It was like I said, that one night when I was so motivated that within a week, weight loss is such a fascinating thing that if you can hit a very good conversation with someone just about weight loss. So not that I wanted to lose weight particularly, but to build muscle. You must have seen there's a growing interest about physical health right now. Instagram is all about that. But it's also overwhelming because there's so much information on social media on what to eat, who to follow, how to exercise. So what is your take on this?
see, I truly understand, but sometimes I feel that rather than all this so much of information, rather than it is helping us, it might prevent us to reach our goals. That's what I think.
But how can it be? I mean, a lot of that information is also true. I mean, I actually reached the gym. I mean, I can't say that I'm the final product yet, but isn't it true also?
See, the point which I am saying is whether it is helping us reaching our goal or not. In order to clarify that, I would like to ask you a question. Okay? So just tell me, do you have any higher aspiration in life? Something bigger you want to do in life?
So bigger than just me, myself, my family. Bigger than roti kapda makan. Yes, of course. I mean, I want to become successful in many different ways. And I do want to have a positive impact.
Great. So that sounds very good. I mean, most of the people want to really become successful in their life. So now a follow-up question. Do you think, is it possible to achieve whatever goal you have set? Is it possible to achieve that goal without a strong body and a strong mind?
Without a strong body and without a strong mind, of course not.
Not possible. Do you think that with a brilliant mind but with a weak body, is it possible?
I don't see I can achieve my goals with that. Yeah, no.
Okay, then maybe with a weak mind but a strong body, is it possible?
Not at all.
So now we both agree that in order to achieve something higher, we need both a strong body and a strong mind. Is that okay? Is that correct?
Okay.
So great. Now you must have noticed that there is a growing awareness amongst people with regards to physical health and taking care of their body. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Right. And that's the problem. What I see is that people are not equally bothered about their mental health. They are only focusing too much on their body. But what about mental health? So let me begin with this. Can you tell me 3 or basic principles of taking care of one's body?
Let me think about it. The first, for sure, is food, because there's so much fuss about food. Right food, or rather we should say organic food.
Right.
So organic is the new cool word. So organic food, or the right kind of food. Exercise for sure, because if you open Instagram, Facebook, it's just people wanting to look fit.
Correct.
So let's just say, okay, exercise and rest or sleep.
Right. So you nailed it correctly. These are the basic principles. Means food, exercise and rest. These are the 3 basic pillars of achieving a healthy body. Now could you tell me what are the equivalents of these as far as the healthy mind is concerned? Like what is the good food for the mind, what is the good exercise for the mind, and what is the rest for the mind? Because we are making too much fuss about healthy body, which is not wrong, but in order to achieve an integral health, we have to look at the mind also. So what are the equivalents in the case of mind?
So let's start with the first one, which I think I can answer, which is food. So if you said food for the mind would be information or knowledge? Information.
Right. So For example, books are a good source of information. It helps you, so it feeds your mind in a right way. That's the right nutrition. But nowadays the information is not only coming from the books, it is also coming from videos, podcast, and lots of other sources available on internet. So are we making a conscious choice as far as the mental food is concerned, or the organic food for the mind? So what I want to bring awareness about is you have to become aware of what kind of food you are feeding to the mind.
Okay, so I think we can say that even if it is right information, but unless it is useful for you and makes any impact on you, it is just not useful.
I'll use it a very simple analogy. You eat when you are hungry, right?
Right.
Similarly, in the case of your mind, when you actually need that information, then you go to the internet and explore for that information. Right now, what is happening, I'll give you one example. When you go into a library, if you want to look for a particular problem in mathematics, you go to the aisle where the mathematics section is there. You go and pick that maths book. But currently in today's scenario, what is happening is when we are entering into the library, the books are falling on us. Read me. So some geography book is coming, some health book is coming, or some other book is coming. So we are bombarded with lots of information, which may not be relevant for us at that particular point of time. That's the point.
So indigestion will happen if we eat too much.
Yes. So we have to take a conscious control, and we should avoid mindless eating of information. And even not only the sources through internet, but also the conversation, the gossip which we do, the negative self-talk, self-doubt, all these things are feeding our mind. You must be aware that in our Indian culture, we talk about satsang, sangati. What's the point of that? And in also nowadays, people are too much, aware about positive thoughts, positive thinking, because all these are the food for the mind. So we have to make sure that we take a conscious control over the consumption of these things.
But how do you suggest we do that? Because nowadays we have this device, phone, which is also such a great tool. But like you said, more than benefiting, it is now actually damaging, because the moment a link is sent to me by a friend, if it's a meme or a short video, I don't think about it whether it's good food, it's good information. I just click.
Right.
So basically, I'm not exercising my choice at all.
So now, in order to, the basic point is, first you have to become aware that the information you have to choose consciously, whether it is actually relevant and useful for you or not. Then you will start saving lots of time on that. And the second thing which we are going to talk about, the exercise for the mind, will actually clarifies that how do you start taking control over this.
So let's get there. What is the exercise for the mind?
So you have joined the gym, right? You are doing lots of exercises. But as far as the mind is concerned, I would like to begin that how do you train your mind? So for example, there is a famous quote of Vivekananda that concentration is the essence of all knowledge. Right. So if you want to give good exercise to the mind, you need to have a good concentration. And then how do you develop concentration? That's the point. So in order to develop good concentration, first you have to remove all the things which you are doing in your life which are weakening your concentration. First, let's not talk about how to develop. First, let's talk about how to not weaken our concentration.
And what actually weakens our concentration?
Right. So, for example, when you start doing more than one activity, multitasking, which nowadays is a fad word. When you want to be productive, you want, like, you are doing cooking and you want to listen to a podcast, or you are doing the dishes, regular day-to-day chores of your house. When you are doing that, you are splitting your body and mind. You are not aligned. So let me give you an example. When you are doing, for example, let's say you are washing the dishes, at that time you are also listening to a song or watching a YouTube video or something like that. At that time, your mind is focused on that video which is being played on the phone, and body is physically actually busy in the work. So you have created a split. Your mind is not on cleaning the utensils perfectly. You have created that division. And if you condition your body and mind to behave in the opposite direction, inaligned, not aligned with each other, then the same will be carried forward. Suppose you want to study something. You sit still on a study table, your physical body is present, but your mind is thinking about something else. Then why do you complain your mind is wandering? Because you have trained yourself like that.
Oh my God.
Your body will be physically present, it wants to study, but your mind is somewhere else.
I have trained myself for not being able to focus.
Right. So the point is, if you do all the activities throughout the day by aligning your body and mind together, whatever you do, you are 100% present there. Be present in the moment and do that activity as best as it is possible.
But haven't you noticed that for the last decade or so, maybe 2 decades, multitasking was such a big deal that if you want to be successful, you should be a multitasker.